Good morning, everyone. And this is exactly midweek, and it's also the middle point where I will teach you some ways which I have discovered or discovering to catapult ahead, right? Get the TCO back from what you have invested in, what you are going to invest in, small incremental steps strategically placed, and then going forward. So we have started the Business Accelerator program. Some people have even teased me saying that, hey, Nupur, after 3 decades of a career, what are you doing? Are you having your Patch Adams moment or are you having your Swadesh moment? But I'll just show you a few details where you will be able to appreciate that how big the problem is exactly. When I came back to India, especially during COVID wave 2, and as a banker, a lot of the data came to me which talked about, the MSMEs and ventures and really hardworking and really super idea, world changing idea for startups, right? And what we found out is basically there was a very high total cost of ownership, very limping returns, and of course you will see some scandals coming out, gray zones, taxation interpretation, and basically strife. And then there are some overachieving startups which in a few years we come to know, there were some fundamental flaws, and yet some of them trudge along very, very judiciously, sustainably. So what I did is that I put aside almost 3 decades of my data analytics digital experience and sheer hardcore business transformation, mergers and acquisition and private equity experience. And I said, let me understand. So from last year till as on Feb, I've actually studied almost 1,300 MSMEs in different sectors, 9 different sectors: banking, NBFCs, pharma, aerospace, drone technology, agri-tech, segri-tech, mining, supporting to mining, and EV industries, to name a few, including food processing and beverages. Now, there are 5 common pain points that emerge. One is the lack of capital or people really, really going after funding. I'm not talking about those that got funded. I'm talking about the 98% that didn't get funded, right? What was the missing factor? Was it data? Was it that the pitch deck was not fancy enough? Or was there an area of trust or perception? The second part was quality products issues in MSMEs, where always the big enterprises, and I've worked with a few who said that there is no quality guarantee where you can just close your eyes and expect that the QoS is going to work every time seamlessly. And then finally, for newer companies that are coming into sector one, or even existing large companies coming into the sector one, sector two, and sector three, scope one, scope two, scope three sections of ESG, or what the new directions of SEBI is, it is becoming more and more difficult for people to allocate their precious funds, especially in the inflation economy like this, where there is, some people have used a word called stagnation. And people are unaware that, from going green, how they can improve their profitability and productivity. And in comparison, when you see the West, the top billion-dollar companies have now amassed $100 trillion fund to make sure the 2030, 2032 net zero carbon targets are met. Now, that is a very, very big ESG divide. First, there was the economic divide during the colonial era. Then there was the digital divide, and now there is the ESG divide. It is going to affect the quality of life, the weather, and life as we know it. And then finally, when you don't know what you're going to get your money return on, especially when you have less, there is a penchant to greenwash. Finally, when you're e-commerce, and absolutely hats off to some of the brilliant work being done on e-commerce, especially for a large diaspora like India, 1 billion+ people. However, there is still a lot of hurdles and channels. Ease of business or understanding what the customer wants even before the customer knows it is something that is lacking here. And I've kind of surveyed one of the top 14 websites here. And what I would say painfully, there's a lot of copycat that's happening, or you're basically trying to play catch. The trick is to actually make the path itself, and that's a principle of life. Understand what your customer wants based on the customer's nature. That is called the art of persona creation, and then adding it to the various attributes. Now, that is something that we do cover in the Business Accelerator program. We also give you live case studies which have proved that you can, achieve 50% of your gross mercantile value in 1 year, and also reduce your TCO by almost good 20 to 30% in that same year. So gone are the days when you are having transformation programs, and fully respecting to the leaders who have 3 to 5 year transformation programs. Respected leaders, that time has gone. 3 to 5 years, the world is going to look so different. The technology is going to look so different that the trajectory that you're going to take is going to go off at a tangent compared to where the world has been. So you got to be nimble. You got to take bite-sized pieces and deploy every few weeks, every 3 months. And that also means that your technology, which is very siloed, can be joined together by secure, safe AI, which is going to give you a return on ad spend in your MarTech. Spending more doesn't mean earning more. And earning more also needs to happen sustainability. And that's how we are going to help you out in the Business Accelerator program. This is not a boring academic exercise. There are live use cases. There are live industry examples where people have achieved success phenomenally, exponentially, and have catapulted ahead. I am really amazed that how much of confidence we have right now, in spite of the situation where, in spite of so many issues, MSMEs and Indian startups are not willing to give up. We know that we have it in us. I'm trying to put this effort together to make sure that by simple rudimentary steps in just a few weeks or maximum 3 to 6 months, you are getting to where you are with the money that you have, whether you're funded or not, whether you're connected with a VC or you're a large enterprise. Profit, people, planet are all got together in one go, because we cannot do without the planet, and without people, the organization won't survive. I'm going to provide you with innovative steps, not just SOPs, innovative steps that's going to make you more aware, agile, and be a path breaker in your industry, your product as a founder. The second part of it, it starts with you, your hopes and your dreams. Your friends might know a little, your colleagues might know even less little, and your family knows some bit. But the main problem is when I kind of scoured the entire group of very, very strong co-founders, you must have got some emails from me. What I found is that the way you portray your digital avatar does not allow jobs. If you're a professional looking for jobs, funding people who are looking for, really, really lucrative breakthrough ideas, and people who are going to provide you with basic clients for your business to grow, they're not really finding you yet. So that means you're only showing the top first out of your head and everything else is covered. That means only 10% of the real you, the hero in you, is being showed online. So that means that in the movie of your life, of your business, only 10% is being seen. This is hashtag FOMO. So what I do is that in this program, we start with you, the founder, key personnel, and later on the product and the business. And we find out what's exactly those dreams where you want to create them into reality, and then rebranding you online. And that actually offshoots you into creating a unity base, the personal brand and business affinity. Because if you see most of the leaders, if you say Warren Buffett, when he talks, and he was asked a question that, do I defund a particular project? And he said that I give this advice to my family of shareholders. He didn't say stakeholders, he said family. That is the seventh power of influence given by Robert Cialdini, which talks about that we all, after especially COVID, we want to belong to something that is close to us. We want to belong to something that is like us. In our digital product, in our AI outreach, in the messages, in the communication, in the leadership TED Talks, people are looking for authenticity. People are looking for that connect. Are you like me? Am I like you? Looking for affinity, looking for the family ties that binds together. What it means is that whether your diction or your English or your language is awesome or not, whether your product is perfect or not, if you have got that connect right, whether somebody supports you or funds you or not, you can make it big and catapult right ahead, so that other people say, I want to be like him, I want to be like them, I want to be like her, rather than you saying, I want to be like someone. So if you want to get this really, really cut to the ground, practical, hardcore, result-focused training or insights or breakthrough, you can start with a free one-to-one or enroll with us for this 3-month exercise. This is open for individual professionals with at least 4 to 5 years of experience, leaders on an advisory mode, and companies who are founding or MSMEs who want to really boost their way up to the top, or businesses who feel that they're in a plateau and they want to scale up to the next level. So I am Nupur Mukherjee. I am having 30 years of experience, and what my forte is that I make the complex simple. So if you want to embark yourself on this journey, please get connected. I'm doing this because the affordability factor or the breakthrough factor has really not reached the grassroots levels yet. So why should only 1% get 99% of the benefit? My outreach is to make sure that every person who has business at heart, mind, and dreams and sleeps it and wants to be successful, whatever may be, this course is for them. And if you are that person, then contact me, DM me on LinkedIn, or join us for the Business Accelerator program. And this will do wonders for you, just like it has changed my life. I look forward to meeting you soon. Take a great day, and have a great week ahead. And look forward to your breakthrough ASAP.